every lyric that I wrote for Thankful, I meant it. It just came from the heart. I cannot explain that. It's really hard to explain. Like, out of nowhere, just wrote it and sung it. I made the song in one day. And I just sung it every day. Yeah, that's the first song I've ever made. It was crazy. It was such a cool experience.
Gotta be thankful, especially grateful for a light in the dark. I love that I part for never to fall. Like every little thing doesn't matter to us. You smile and I'm at ease. Times get tough and we never gave up. Well, maybe this should be. We had a love that was worth it, and you and me, we imperfect. But I gotta stay true to what my heart knew. We were just meant for seasons in time.
One, two, you hear the clock ticking. Tick tock, you about to stop living. Tick tock, I want you to remember me. Tick tock, but the day don't have no memory. I'm coming. Nobody can stop me, nobody can hold me, nobody control me. I'm coming. I'm here to do my thing, I'm here to bring the pain. I'm never ever gonna change. I'm coming.
We are back with another MVP podcast, and we're ending the year with a bang, man. We got someone special here. Well, she thinks she's special. Well, I got her to come over here and jump on with me.
Yeah.
The one and only Mocha. What is
MOCCCHA,
that?
Mocha, Mocha.
Mocha.
Mocha. Everyone calls me Mocha. Damn.
Yeah, let's start there. Let's start there.
Yeah. Okay.
The name. Where did it come from?
Okay. Everyone wants to know. So, like, for everyone who knows Mocha, you order at McDonald's. Mocha frappe.
Right.
Mocha is like, it's a beverage. So it's like consists of coffee and chocolate. So coffee is bitter, chocolate is sweet, and that's sort of like my alter ego because I'm bittersweet. And that's the name, Mocha.
So what? You bought one and you just drank. You're like, you know what? This would be a cool name.
Yeah, actually, legit Mocha, because it's brown. I'm brown. I was like, why not? And why not have a basic name? Just do something out the gate like Mocha. And I got Mocha.
Oh,
It's stuck with me. No one even knows my real name. It's Mary.
Oh,
Everyone
yeah.
actually calls me Mocha.
This is Mary, guys. Yeah. Mary, aka Mocha.
See, Mary's a bit basic, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty basic.
I think Mary's cool though.
Yeah, it is cool.
Mary the
I'm
Mocha.
downgrading myself. Mary's cool.
Mary's amazing.
Tricky name, bro. I'm so cool. Mary. Yeah. But for those who don't know, like, I'm literally called Mocha. Left, right, and center.
You think?
It's so weird.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that because, like, I'm the same way too. Like, obviously I dance, so I have a dance name.
What's your
But
dance
now,
name?
well, now it's MVP. We're gonna stick with that one.
Whoa. Who did you think? And you said, I think I'm special. What an MVP. What does MVP stand
You're
for?
good. You're good.
What does MVP
You got me.
stand for?
You got me.
What
You're
does
good.
MVP stand for?
Anyways, people don't even call me by my real name anymore.
Yeah.
Right? So, obviously, I would imagine that's your case now.
Yeah.
It's like,
100%.
is that how weird is that?
It is. I feel like anyone on Instagram, like,
Yeah.
your Instagram name is how everyone would, like, address you
Right.
as. What's your Instagram name?
It's King of the Mish.
King of the Mish, legit.
Yeah.
I would.
There's a mad story behind that I won't share here, but
Oh,
I tried changing it to MVP Podcast. It won't let me.
Oh.
So that's why it's just still King of the Mish. But I feel like too, like, now that people call you like Mocha,
yeah.
I just feel like your day ones still call you by your real names, yeah, like your family. Because when I hear Junior or Jerome, it's only from like those types of people.
Yeah. So if people say, "Oh, hey, Mocha," and then like family friends will be like, "You mean Mary?" They're like, "Who's Mary?" They're like, "Oh, that's Mocha," and then they get so confused. Yeah, you know you're a real one if you know my real name. So I see you.
Yeah. You all know her real name now, so
Yeah, I know. I feel a bit naked. Everyone know my real name.
we're exposing you here.
My name is Mocha, not Mary.
No, so you're a singer, right? Obviously.
Yeah.
That's how people. That's Mocha, right?
That's Mocha.
Tell us a little bit about how you got into, because I remember you've always been singing. I know your family's talented. David.
Yeah.
I used to be like a backup dancer for him back in the day. And he so I know he can sing. Your other brother Tierney Teaser, he's talented as heck too. And now there's you. And you got your
my
little brother. Yeah.
My little brother and all my family sing and dance, cultural and like R&B and whatever. I'm actually like the Michelle out of my family. Do not be fooled by the Instagram followers. My siblings are mad talented. They're just on the low, legit. So I think most people don't know my brother Chevy. Some people do, some people don't.
Yeah.
It's so weird. I get because we support each other on Instagram. People think we're a couple. It's so weird sometimes because his name is Chevy. I'm Mocha. They don't know our last names like Mary and Petey or Bella. So that's another weird thing. If you guys, Chevy and Mocha were actually blood siblings. Came from the same mum and dad. You already know.
Why is that, man? I feel like just when you see a boy and a girl just doing something, the first thing people think, oh, they're together.
Yeah. It's weird. We've got that a lot. That's mad weird, to be honest. But yeah, Mocha. Mocha, I think my first song everyone knows is about thankful.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been doing music just for fun on the gram, but I never took it seriously until like I recently had a breakup. So from that breakup, I was thinking, okay, what am I gonna do? How am I going to like heal? Because some people like take their healing in many different ways. People drink, do whatever, go out, go for holidays. For me, I like had to mentally and emotionally prepare myself for what I was gonna do like within that process of breaking up. And for some reason, I just thought I heard Robin Thicke's song. And I like vibed to the instrumental, and I literally I was crying. I kid you not, I was crying. I had to record Thankful until I stopped crying. It was so hard, like, like you did not want to hear the original Thankful, oh my guys. That was some, that was the next level, dry Keisha Cole love type of song. Yeah. It's just weird. Like now I know as an artist, you create music where you fully like feel and understand and go with the lyrics. Every lyric that I wrote for Thankful, I meant it. It just came from the heart. I cannot explain that. It's really hard to explain. Like out of nowhere, just wrote it and sung it. I made the song in one day, and I just sung it every day. Yeah. That's the first song I've ever made. It was crazy. It was such a cool experience. Like supernatural, like not supernatural, that's a bit overboard. Not supernatural, but it was pretty cool experience. Like yeah,
that song, like once you dropped that, obviously it went viral. Everybody was sharing it, everybody was talking about it. How cool is that to know that something that you put your heart and soul into, and it's to the public, it's been received as like this amazing accomplishment. Like
yeah, I didn't expect it. I honestly didn't expect like the response that it got from Thankful. I was shocked. I was pretty emotional when I released it. Like I sort of released a part of my heart and my story to the world. Right. And I felt like it was heard because a lot of people after Thankful got released, I got a lot of girls and guys sharing to me, coming to me for advice, like in regards to relationships, how to heal, how to deal with it. And it's been such an amazing season for me to meet a lot of people who at the end of the day really do need to learn how to heal, because not a lot of people know how to or would share that they need help, and it's such a common thing that we just sweep it under the rug, like post a happy picture, a quote on Instagram, and in reality people are so heartbroken, you know what I mean? So yeah, it was awesome getting to know a lot of you guys and for sharing your stories, because it helped me as well, helping them.
Yeah, that's actually really cool, because I think when, as like, someone outside of, watching you do your thing, what would make sense more, like what would connect more to me is something that feels real. And like just you explaining how, I put my heart and soul, this is what I went through. Yeah. That's that real stuff that connects with us.
Yeah.
And so we believe you, right? If I was to listen to a track from someone who doesn't, I feel like you could kind of tell whether or not
100%.
someone's being real with what they're saying. And I think like with what you're explaining, that's super key to what you're trying to accomplish. Because,
100%.
Yeah. So has life changed a little bit for you?
Yeah, it has.
How in what ways? Because
I wouldn't say, oh my God,
You
you're
were married
superstar.
first.
What the heck? No, it's not like that. I'm still a bit financially, how's it going? Just because I have 8,000 followers doesn't mean my bank account is like, hey. But it does have its perks. I feel like meeting people is just the key to this entire year. Actually, no. If I do go to like local places, people will be like, Mocha, or like people would record me. Like, and I'd feel so weird, like, oh my God, like, I can't brush my teeth, hold up face. These people really putting me on blast. I'm like, is this how celebrities are? Because I don't want this life anymore. I can't go into Coles without someone being like Mocha, and then I get a tag and I'm like, privacy gone. Nah, yeah, it has changed a little bit.
Yeah.
But not drastically. I still feel like the same person, to be honest. But meeting like a lot of people has been key, like vital to my life. Heaps of talented artists, event managers, booking me for gigs and stuff. Yeah.
That'd be pretty interesting because, once you start, you got a bit of a name.
Yeah.
You got a lot of people trying to pull you in this direction, pull you over here, trying to tell you this, trying to tell you that. And you're just like, this is all new to me.
Yeah.
Right now you're trying to figure out, okay, how do I... Is there anyone that's helping you with that? Or is this just you, like, making your own decisions?
If I am ever, like, confused or, like, uncertain, I go to my brothers, Chevy and David. Because they're more, like... They're more business. I'm more from the heart. Like, I don't really like to get paid for gigs. I love doing things from the heart and just out of, the pure, genuinosity. Is that even a word? I just want to genuine. You can make a word.
It is up to you. Generosity. Generosity, guys.
English class. Put me on, please. Nah. I just do things out of genuinely wanting to help. I don't care about money. I don't care if you're there to boost my name. I just love genuinely helping our people, especially our Pacific Island people. So much talent, yet so much doubt within our community. And that's like, that's been an eye-opener. We're so doubtful within ourselves and especially our other people, sad to say.
Yeah, it is. How do we beat that? Because, you're right. When I look at just our people, right, wherever they are, like, I just know there's talented athletes, there's a lot of talented singers, like rappers, like obviously the rap game now is like really blossoming now, which is so cool to see, man. Like I see these guys blowing up, they're touring, the HB Boys, 1-4, Melbourne, 30 Kings, like all these guys. It is so dope, man, to like just watch them do what they do, because I just feel like finally we're getting recognition.
Yeah,
for
100%.
stuff.
There's always like pros and cons to it. Though. I feel like, I don't know, our Pacific people our mindset is so like narrow. It's so straightforward. Whereas there's such like a perspective that we have to broaden ourselves and our confidence. Like we can do this. We're not meant to be factory workers. We're not meant to be like categorized. We can do whatever we want.
Right.
And I think we're just used to having that mindset. Like we just live to work. I mean, go school, finish school, work, give back to our parents. And everything else is just like pushed on the side. And maybe that's how I feel though.
It's like I feel like it's a common thing throughout all Polynesian families. It's like, I have a dream. Really?
Yeah.
We gotta pay these bills. So that dream of yours, let's
swap
you know
it to
what
the
I
side.
mean? Yeah, and it's like, and then when you finally get a chance, you get older to like try and chase that dream. It's like too late.
Yeah.
You know
100%.
what I mean? But then it's just like an ongoing cycle. It's like your parents do that to you, and then when you get older and you do it to your kids, and it's just like, so I agree. And like, it's, somehow we need to. I feel like we're trending in the right direction.
Yeah, we are absolutely.
It's really cool to see. I was gonna ask you. You just recently had a gig, didn't you?
Yeah, I was MCing for a gig.
Right.
Yeah, a dance group. I used to perform in a Samoan dance group. And they asked me to perform. I was like, nah, can I do something different? Because
Right, you call your own shots now.
Yeah. Who am I? Who am I?
Oh, where's Mary? I want to talk to Mary now.
Dead.
Can I interview Mary?
Oh my gosh. Busy. MC. Let me just grab the mic. Now. Yeah. Being MC, ooh, that was different. Have you ever MC'd any gigs before?
Yeah, this funniest thing. So I MC all the dance events, like I MC all of them, and I kill it. Right, but there's this.
MVP.
Oh yeah, when you're around people you know, it's like easy money,
Energy.
right? Easy money. But then I actually got invited to MC. So all the high schools in like the Dandenong Southeast area,
Yeah.
they were like, all these schools had to put these videos together around like drug abuse and all these kinds of things. So I got invited to MC that, and then I got to meet the mayor of Dandenong, which is like, I was just like, okay, I'm totally out of my element here, because I'm meeting the mayor now.
Yeah. 100%.
And I was just like, okay, this is different because I'm not MCing like a dancer.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm MCing like this is proper. Like there are people in suits, and I totally choked. Like,
Oh, damn.
I totally
That's
choked,
okay.
but I didn't care. I was just like, you know what? This mayor I'll probably never see ever again.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't care, but it was a really good experience. So yeah, it's not as easy as it looks.
Everyone thinks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you need to know your crowd. For any performer, dancing, singing, MC, you gotta know your crowd and how to adapt to them. Because college students, they're a tough crowd, I tell you.
Bro, they're like,
Yeah.
shut up. That wasn't even funny,
I know.
bro.
They're like, what a dry guy. And you're there like, sweat coming down, like, okay, how do I win these guys?
Bro, I was dying, bro.
Yeah, I think like in anything you do, you gotta adapt and be prepared for anything. I think I learned as a performer, like I said before, know your crowd. I was telling Jay, when I did my first gig in Sydney, thank you to Peter and Lee for that opportunity. I performed for New Wave. And everyone who knows me, I'm like a grammar singer. In front of the camera, like I'm so good singing. And then I was like, oh, I gotta sing like live in front of like 50 to 100 people in a club.
Right.
And I was like, okay, I was nervous, so nervous. But what I did realize is that like anyone can sing, anyone can dance, no one can be a performer. Performing is like a whole different game. Like you got to engage with the crowd. You got to make sure you're not performing in front of your camera. You're performing in front of like people. And especially in a club, like no one wants to hear be faithful. Like people want to be like breaking it down and stuff, you know. So
They want to party. They want to have a good time.
Yeah, they want to
Right.
party. But if you're a performer, you make sure you bring your vibe to the crowd, and that's like the main thing that I learned. And it's hard. It's not made for everyone. You gotta learn not to care sometimes. It is a bit tough mentally, but I feel like it's such a great reward. Seeing people like enjoying your music, vibing with you, that's pretty awesome, to be honest. Yeah.
That's really cool. I think, yeah, I think if you can master that part of your like, you know, performance, just being the performer,
Yeah.
like you're good to go, man. Because
Yeah,
if you can
100%.
connect to those people, you're already doing that with your music. Like people are listening to it and they're connecting to it on a personal
Yeah.
level. But when you're doing it live, yes, it's a different ball game.
Yeah.
It's like, but if you can get that on lock, you're good to
Done
go.
for, I know.
Whether it's in front of 2 people, 20 people, 200, 2,000, like
Yeah.
you got to be a professional and do your thing, right?
100%.
That's great. Sorry, I just can't believe I'm here with.
I can't believe I'm here with MVP, guys. How did you... MVP, guys. Yes.
This girl.
Alright, so for our next segment, we're just gonna have a break, get into a crump session, you know, get this guy a bit more comfortable. He's getting a bit nervous, you know?
I am pretty nervous.
I'm nervous. I'm with MVP.
No, I'm with Mary.
Okay.
I'm with Mocha.
It's actually
Sorry.
Mocha to you. We're not that close.
Ah, shit. Okay.
No, I'm
getting
kidding.
exposed here.
Funny thing, guys, he used to dance with my brother, my older brother.
Yeah.
So how crazy is my older brother's mate is...
Yeah, it's
me.
pretty crazy.
It's
I
me.
remember her from like ages ago, back in the day. That's why it's actually pretty cool now that I'm seeing her do a thing. I was like, man, that little annoying little girl from back in the day is like now like a singer.
Okay. I was like, what the heck? That guy that can't really dance is actually getting somewhere? I'm kidding.
Yeah,
All jokes.
that was a cool time,
Yeah.
vibing out with your brother. Even I always thank your brother David as well too, like because he's the reason like got to meet like T-Pain and Nia because he got that gig.
Yeah.
And then he was just like
At Winterfest and stuff.
Yeah.
T-Pain, 50 Cent, my brother used
yeah,
to perform.
and then T's just like, hey, you guys want to dance? We'll go tour with T-Pain and Nia. And we were like, hell yeah, sign me up.
pretty cool.
I suck at backup dancing, but I'm coming on that
You're
tour.
right, he does. Don't hire him. No, I'm kidding.
Yes, that was always pretty cool. So every time I like randomly see that picture, like at Winter Beats and stuff, I was like,
Yeah.
you know what, David, man, he's the reason I got this experience, man.
Hashtag thankful. How would you say, like, we're talking about music and singing, how would you say, like, dancing within, like, the trends of Polynesia? Do you feel like there's a big impact, little? How do you reckon that scene is going? Because I know singing is, like, singing and drill is, like, a trend. But I feel like dancing has been, like, a little bit low at the moment.
Yeah, it's definitely... Like, 'cause back in the day, it was popping up. Like, everybody was there. Like, everyone wanted to go watch or just, like, get involved in it. Now, the numbers have dropped. But I think the communities are still pretty, like, close-knit.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. Now, it's just trying to figure out how to, like, get back out there again.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like, I feel like the dance industry and then the music industry, they're kind of, like, in a way, they're kind of, like, related to each other.
Yeah,
because,
of course.
Obviously the music, the movements, the performing, like everything's kind of similar. But it's cool. Like there's groups out there, Raw and Rugged, still out there doing their thing. Obviously the crump world in Melbourne is still basically a lot of polys.
Yeah.
Still doing that. Not sure the direction it's heading. But
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
yeah, maybe you should
Oh, don't start. Maybe I should. What?
maybe you should do what your brother did and get us to be a backup dancers.
Anyone wants to be backup dancers? Not gonna hire him. Please send a DM my way. Oh man.
Yeah. Oh, what? Do you have anything? Are you working on anything else?
I think because I said I want to make music from the heart.
Right.
But then again, I owe so much to the people who do follow me and support me. And a lot of people were asking for Shot Clock. It's a cover that I made, again, that went like viral. So I'm working on finishing Shot Clock for you guys. But I feel like I just don't want to post a song. What's trending at the moment and what's setting like other artists apart from themselves is like a music video. When you listen to a song, like people create visuals. Like when you hear a song, you're like, okay, yeah, it puts you in a mood. So I sort of want to create a video clip for Shot Clock before releasing it. And like, it's pretty tough. I want to create the right setting for the song so people can relate to it and understand it fully. Because if you got a good song and then the video clip doesn't connect, you're a bit like, what's going on? Like, I don't understand the message. Can I make one thing clear? Yeah. So sorry for the delay. Not sorry, guys. I'm out here being thankful. Yeah, I've stopped music because I'm just too happy at the moment.
Right.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. I feel like don't let the public put pressure on you to make moves. Like, I just feel like you got to move.
That's so common.
Yeah, it's like all these people that they're like telling me I need to do something. All right, I'm gonna do something. But then when you do it, it's not done properly. It's all rushed and
100%. I think like I had a season, like a month where people just expected, how like you're in that momentum after Thankful, next song. For me, it was like after Thankful, I was like, okay, a bit of my heart is out. Now it's time for me to like mentally and emotionally gather myself and heal. And throughout the months, I've been meeting people, talking, went to Hawaii. That was an awesome trip.
I was following you on that trip too.
Yeah, that was an awesome trip going to Hawaii. Just like broadening my perspective, took myself away from music and put myself in the real world, Because once I did Thankful, I was like, okay, now it's time to live life instead of living in my song. I have to literally move on with a healthy heart and actually physically do it. not just sing it. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was awesome though, but next year with music, we'll see how I go. But
Yeah.
stop DMing me and pressuring me, guys. The pressure is real. You know, I'm out here being happy.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. I honestly don't know what's happening with music, but yeah, that's the answer you guys get.
Yeah, and then tomorrow she's like, oh yeah, dropping.
All right, 12 p.m.
She's
dropping
tricking
shot
us.
clock.
Yeah, no, that's actually really cool because I feel like sometimes we make moves based on what other people expect of
Yeah.
us. I just feel like that leads to your worst piece of work, you know?
Yeah.
Like for example, how you said you wrote Thankful, like that was time. Like, oh, yeah, it took you a day, but it was a whole lot of things that happened in your life
Yeah.
that led to putting that together. And so you kind of want to keep that
Yeah.
with your next, whatever you're going to do next.
Yeah,
and blah, blah,
100%.
blah. So good for you.
Thank you.
Good for you. So you went to Hawaii.
MVP.
What's the next place you want to go visit? Would you like to go back to Hawaii?
I would like to go, but nah, I feel like after I've done it,
Pretty expensive,
yeah,
eh?
it's really expensive actually. I want to go Korea actually.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with Korean food, noodles, mukbangs. 2 a.m. noodles. I'm just like, I want to go there, I want to eat that. Korea's probably my next place, but yeah. What about you?
Samoa.
Whoa,
I've actually-
Samoa!
Yeah, that's just So any place.
Out of all the places, yeah, like Rome, Italy, Samoa.
Well, I only say that because I'm actually heading there next week. Interesting to see what the country's like when I get over there.
Have you never been there?
No, I've been there,
Oh.
but now because the whole measles thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Some it's just to see how the country's doing will be pretty interesting.
Yeah, true.
I haven't been there it's been a few years now, but yeah, pretty excited to go over there. But if you're asking me any country in the world, it's a tough one.
You've just got, no, 20 minutes, no kidding.
I don't know. I'd probably want to go to America.
Haven't you been there?
Yeah, I used to live there. I just love that place.
Bruh.
I'm one of those guys. It's like.
Oh, you're
I don't
American
want
now?
you.
Do you think you're American now?
Yeah. I am American, yo.
Yeah, I'm American now.
Yeah.
Have you performed in
for
America?
real, for real.
Clubbing?
Not really.
Not really? Oh,
Not
you're doing
really.
American accents now?
Yeah,
Okay. Have you actually not performed?
No, I was on my mission.
But could you perform dance on your breaks or stuff like that?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
Not
Interesting.
really. Yeah.
How was the performing scene there?
Well,
Singers
it's
dancers.
Americans just different, altogether. Just the way that they are.
Yeah.
Man, I don't even know how to explain it.
Really?
It's
I
just.
got a taste of it in Hawaii.
Well, what would you say?
I feel like they're a bit oblivious to everyone outside of America.
Okay, I can see that.
I feel that way.
I can see that.
Yeah. They're very confident. They're really confident. We got there and they're like, "Hey, what's your name? Are you Samoan?" And I'm just like, "Whoa, what the heck?" I'm actually Cook Island. I was one of those guys. I'm actually from the Cook Islands.
We'll claim you. We'll claim Mocha. Mary's from the Cook Islands. Mocha's from Samoa.
Whoa! You're absolutely right. I actually love the Samoan culture. Yeah. What about firesides in America? I would assume singing and stuff. I'd be so eager to see how their firesides would be. I've been to firesides in Melbourne. It's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, there was one fireside I went to. Apparently, there was this guy. He used to write for Common Kings.
Oh wow.
Or that song, "No Other Love."
Oh yeah.
So apparently, he said, I don't know if it's true.
Oh, okay.
Right, so if it's not true, don't attack me. This is just what I was told.
Attack him. Just for my sake. Please attack him. MOCCCCHA, attack him.
Whoa. Hang on a second.
No.
Hang on a second.
Stop.
The what?
MOCCCCHA.
We got... Alright, so you got the Bayhives.
The best.
Is that what it is? And now you got the MOCCCCHITOS. That is amazing.
Wow.
That is amazing.
I'm trying so hard not to laugh ugly on the camera right now.
That is amazing.
I'm crying.
Got your own name for your own people. That is cool. Hey, you got to build your brand, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, we're worried. The Common Kings. So I heard him, like, he sounded pretty good. So I was like, okay, he's probably telling the truth then.
Wow.
But yeah, other than that, I didn't really have too much experience with like checking that, that out over there. But
all for the Lord's work. MVP, Lord's work only.
No. What's your take on the music industry in Melbourne right now?
The music industry in Melbourne, I feel like we're like underselling ourselves. Apart from HP Boys and 30 Kings, I know so many dope like singers, rappers, dancers, creative like thinkers, people were doing photography, videography, and they're all just chilling. Like we're all just settling, chilling and stuff like that. For I don't know what reason, but I feel like it's just like we talked about before, lack of confidence and self-doubt. I feel like, someone's already doing singing, we'll let her be like, someone's already doing photography. No, push yourself out there. You are not like any other person. You are your own individual. Like there's no comparison. We're all working for the same thing out of passion. If you're doing it for business, strictly business, then I understand. But if you're purely doing something like singing, dancing, just because you're passionate, push yourself out there. There's nothing to lose because you're honestly like doing it because you love it. And out of love, you get so many rewards, in my opinion. If you do something you love, like, why would you not want to do it? But yeah, lack of confidence, I feel.
Yeah, that sucks too, huh? It's like, I think a lot of people are worried about how they'll be perceived from everybody else, and that will stop you real quick.
Yeah.
Like, you're about to press, like, post.
Yeah.
And then the last thought comes to your mind, like, that guy will probably say something crappy about it.
Yeah.
This person won't like it, and my auntie will say, "What are you doing with your life?" Your mum will give you the scratching of the head. Like all these things, just before you're about to press post, will just all 100%. Like just boom. Don't do it. Save yourself the embarrassment, and then they won't do it. They'll delete the post, and then it just never comes out, and it's so sad because we have so much to offer.
So many. I have so many like songs and emails that people send, and it's like not released because of like what comments am I gonna get, the negativity. At the end of the day, if you know you're gonna post something, you're gonna get likes and dislikes. That's life, to be honest. And if you're prepared for that, awesome. It's not that deep. It's just comments. You gotta know yourself in order to post content. For me, I know I was like, okay, people are gonna hate it or love it. But at the end of the day, I love it and it's a part of me. So it did not matter if I got people that hated the song.
Yeah. Do you remember any negative comments that you've received on?
I never really got negative comments, actually.
That's
I'm pretty thankful.
Good.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, guys. Nah, I actually didn't get negative comments. There were comments like in regards to like my ex boyfriend.
Right.
But I didn't really give much focus to it or saying like, a lot of the dislikes were like all Mary's exes and stuff like that. And I'm just like, you're a good one. I laugh at it because I'm such a clown. I'm just like, man, people don't really know me. So why would I get like pressed? It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't really have much negative. I'm pretty thankful for that, man. Damn. Some people, y'all really out here commenting some savage stuff like poly rappers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And they're all from like... I would expect those hater comments coming from like somebody's name John or Christopher or Alexander. Then I look at the names and it's like Suave Lealofa. Like it's our own people that are hating like that. I'm just like,
stop.
Why do we do this to ourselves? Right? I feel like in terms of being held back, we do a pretty good job at holding ourselves back.
Yeah, no. Our people are our worst critics, man.
It's funny. It's hilarious, though.
Yeah, that page is savage. And I give props to anyone who sends their video because comments are real, man. Like,
this thing with social media now, it just allows people to to say whatever it is they want to say without, like, you know, not having to worry about people attack, like, like no confrontation.
Yeah.
And so they'll say whatever they want to say. But then it's like, what do you call it? The person you're directing those comments to, those are real life people, man. And you don't know what they're going through in their life. And they read something like that, it can do so much damage to an individual. It's so sad, man.
Yeah, the comments do affect people, artists, whoever. Even if it's just for fun. I feel like people just do it just to get a laugh out of it sometimes, you know?
Just to be cool. Because you can like the comment. If they can get like 50 likes on their comment.
Yeah, that's such a big
they think
achievement.
they made it.
But did you get paid for that comment?
Can you pay your bills with that comment?
Yeah, can you pay the bills?
Is your
Not those ones.
No.
Do you have lights like us? Nah, yeah. Commenting, that is actually such a huge setback for some people.
What is going on, guys?
Yeah.
Seriously. And, like, you know, people, like, when they'll do, like, some effed up crap to themselves, they'll hurt themselves. And that's why it's such a tough industry. And I feel like that could be another reason why people hold back a little bit, is just comments like that. And it just frustrates me, man.
Yeah, same here. But that's the society we live in.
How do you deal with it? Like, because you have to have a strong head. Like, obviously, you know, like you're saying, you got to expect the bad with the good.
Yeah.
And you just need to learn how to cope or deal with those negative comments. Like, I burned that Wallabies jersey, right? Like,
I know.
Earlier this year.
You think he's dramatic. Proud Australian right here, you know? Would never do that to my country.
Look, I just had to prove a point, right? I burnt the worst one I had. I owned 4. So I had to
have one then? Because I didn't have one yet. I'm proud, but I was not proud enough to get one. I'm broke.
There's levels to being proud here.
At least I didn't burn my own country's jersey. Damn.
Yeah, so when that all happened, that went viral, and like the comments that were coming through was insane. But I'm like thinking, if it was somebody else, they'd be screwed because they wouldn't be able to handle that. But I was having a lot of fun with it. Like, I was like, I even made videos mocking these comments. And, like, but not everyone would be able to deal with that like that, right? Some people are like, you know, this is kind of sad that this person is saying this to me right now. But we're in that age now where it's like mental health is a big issue.
100%.
We've lost a lot of people just for stuff like this, like stupid comments like that. And we got to really be careful about what we say. And I don't know if that's ever going to change.
I doubt it, no.
I just feel like this is just... I think the only thing that has to change is how people react and deal.
Yes, react and deal 100%. So good. So MVP. So good.
Sometimes I say smart things.
I know.
Sometimes.
It's scripted. He's like, I'm kidding.
Yeah, there's the teleprompter
I know,
right there.
teleprompter right there. Nah, you're right. I feel like sometimes people take our videos too literal when there's like a message behind it. Yeah. What was I feel like people took yours like, oh my gosh, big slap in the face. So the way they reacted was just like without thinking. Yeah. And some people would, and I'm actually glad you got that reaction. Not a lot of people can, you know, press onliners, you know, trolls. A lot of people, it takes a lot for people to cause a massive reaction like how you did.
Yeah, well, yeah, because they see what they want to see and not what you're really trying to show.
Yes, 100%
like,
what you're trying to portray.
Yeah, basically I was just like, look, Israel Folau said what he said. I don't agree that the way he said it, right? But I also don't agree that he lost his job for it. Yeah. So that whole burning of the jersey was to protest the fact that he lost his job. I agreed he should have been punished. Yeah. Fined him, suspended him. But the fact that they went to the extreme of taking his job away from him, that's where I disagreed. And that's where the jersey burning idea came from.
They really didn't understand the whole concept of burning. Understand it. Yeah.
Right? It's funny as, like, I was at work. I finished work at 4 o'clock. Yeah. 3:30, I see Israel Folau has been fired, blah, blah. I can't wait to get home. As soon as I got home, I did the whole thing. But, you know, like you said, it's negative and positive comments. I got a lot of support
Yeah.
throughout that whole thing
At the
as
end
well.
of the day, the support outweighs any negative.
Exactly. That's what you pay attention to
Yeah.
more, man.
Literally, I laugh at any negative. I'm like, man, you don't know me. Swipe. Like,
Exactly.
if they don't know you personally, don't take it personally. That's like a good form of advice. But yeah, social
Wow.
media.
That
Was that
that
a good
is
quote? Instagram caption?
that is
If
amazing.
they don't know you personally, don't take it personally. Mocha.
The line, Mocha.
Mocha.
That's it.
Yeah. But I feel like the most common thing we're talking about is social media.
Yeah.
Social media, mental health is like a vital role in anything you do. Yeah, it's crazy. And it's blown up so much, especially TikTok. Like, my 5-year-old nieces, Tierney's daughters,
Yeah.
they have TikToks. They're like 5 and 4. They know how to use it. They like camera, like video themselves. And for me, I get a bit like triggered, like, no, you're supposed to be a child.
Right.
And then I'm like, how are you going to be a child when you're too busy on your phone? Any kid I see is on their phone, like, glued to it, like lost in another
What a
world.
world, huh?
Yeah.
That's
And I'm
crazy.
like, how are we going to like mentally and emotionally prepare our future generations to cope with real life energy when all they know is watching people on the screen and dealing with people on the screens? That's crazy to me.
Yeah, that is so crazy. And you know, the parks are empty.
Yeah.
Like, you drive past, no one's playing there anymore. It's so sad. It's so sad. I posted on Facebook the other day, the 44-degree day, and I was like, do people, like, the young kids go buy water balloons and go have a water balloon war at the park anymore? Like, do they do that anymore?
That's actually a memory, for real. No, they don't.
Oh my gosh, do you turn the hose on and just, like, you know, squirt each other like crazy at the front yard? Like,
Those are memories, for real.
but
memories
now
are like-
they watch it on.
Yeah, they watch it.
They watch water balloon fights on their
on
the
the iPad or their mom and dad's phone. Damn. That's
It's crazy,
crazy.
huh?
Social media has a massive impact on our entire generation.
Yeah, and bro, mental health. Back in the day, I'd never heard of it.
Really?
No, like, I've heard of it, but it wasn't a big deal
Yeah.
until social media came out, and now it's like,
You never heard of it like in general at all?
like I think the label,
Yeah.
mental health. Like, I heard of people like struggling and going through
Yeah,
all these
yeah.
things, but it was never called mental health.
Yeah.
Now it's like got this name. It's a big deal, and it's like social media is the reason why it's a big deal, and I love it, to be honest, because like people, when I scroll on Facebook and I see somebody like, oh, I hate my life or blah blah blah, like I get a sense of like something's wrong with this guy.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
message them straight away, even if I don't know them.
Oh,
I'll
that's
be
so
like,
good. Bless.
Bro, you all goods, man. Like
Yeah.
sometimes you need someone outside your circle to
Yeah.
talk to, because like
100%.
but that's why I love social media and mental health, is because now you can actually see, because people like to tell their life stories.
Yeah.
Now you can like, okay, this guy or this guy or this guy. Whereas without social media, I feel like it wasn't a big deal because there was nowhere for anybody to post it.
Yeah, 100%.
You know? The only way you would find out is if someone told you or you had asked them, but there wasn't that luxury of Facebook where they could be, I hate this guy, this
Yeah.
guy, I hate
People
my
are more
mom.
open to writing a status than actually physically explaining their feelings.
I think it's attention. They're looking for
Yeah,
attention.
100%. It's attention. A cry for attention, I feel. Damn. Yeah, in regards to mental health, I feel like we've spoken about this before with a few other friends, how mental health within the Pacific or Polynesian community is like, it's swept under the rug. Like, people know of it, but I feel like the older generation within our Polynesian community, what is mental health to them? To them, it's just, you gotta get over it, get on with your day, life goes on. And now I think that it's hard to communicate with our younger generation and our parents to connect, because when they ask what's wrong, they don't really understand it or know how to like nurture that, which is pretty sad, because I know parents and young kids want to connect with their parents, but some parents just don't understand or don't know how to deal with it. Like, what is depression to a Polynesian parent?
Right.
What is depression to them? They're like, no, you just go to work, you're fine, you have your family, you have a roof over your head. But it's so much more deeper than that. And it's not their fault because you can't blame
100%.
someone for not understanding what they
100%.
don't know or what they haven't learned. So I feel like we just need to be more open and talk about it. That's the only thing we can do in real life. Like texting and stuff is cool, but physically being here is so different to us messaging, you know?
Yeah, 100%. Totally agree with that. And that the whole parent, because like if you think about it, back in the day, not a big deal. Social media's blown up. Now it's a big deal, and I just feel like it's just gonna keep becoming this huge thing.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's important that like from generation to generation we learn how to cope with these things. And so with that, we can teach people how to cope with these things, especially our young guys when they're growing up. Like you're saying, our parents didn't know how to deal with it, right? But now we, the next generation after them, we're starting to figure that out, how to deal with it. So now we can pass that along, and then they can pass it along, and then they can pass it along. Yeah. It's so cool how that works.
100%. And I feel like we need to normalize struggling, being upset, being hurt. We need to normalize it. People are so focused on being happy. In reality, nothing is ever happy, go lucky. Nothing's, nothing's sunshine and rainbows. People struggle, people get hurt, people are depressed, people are sad. And that is completely normal. Do not feel like it's not normal to have those emotions or go through shit because you grow through what you go through. That's like my
100%.
number one motto.
That is.
You know, and it's...
Can you say that one more time?
You grow through what you go through.
100%. I love that.
Second quote, bro.
Yeah, you're on a roll. I have to come up with one now. I'm trying to catch up to you.
MVP, moi P.
Whoa! And with that, we
How we gonna end? Can you do the please, please on my thing? Can you do
know
that?
what? I can do that.
Yeah.
I can do that.
MVP, moi
Yeah.
please. And then everyone will know what it is. Okay, now back to normal. Yeah. What am I saying?
Yeah. I can't even remember what we said.
All I remember was moi
You're
P
blind,
now.
yeah. That's the only thing I remember now.
Blind shot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, mental health. Yeah, mental health.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's cool.
normalizing, going through stuff. And especially our guys. I feel like
They hold it in, huh?
Yeah, the main
Yeah.
focus I've seen lately is like it ain't weak to speak, mainly for our Polynesian brothers and like men and stuff like that. How that's been a common like topic for male mental health. What are your thoughts on that? It's being a male yourself. You're male, right?
You know what? In this day and age, I don't know what I am. I feel like I can choose. Tomorrow I can be a girl.
Yeah.
I
You can
feel
be
like-
whatever you want.
I feel like that's where the
You can
world's
do whatever
heading.
you want. Nah. But what are your thoughts on like mental health for men?
Yeah, I think a lot of men deal with it kind of in the same way where it's just they don't want to speak about it. But like for me, it's real different for me because I learned a long time ago how I deal with it.
Okay.
And how important it is that I keep dealing with it.
What
And
would be some advice?
I would say to deal with it straight away, because the moment you start adding things on top of each other, that's where it gets real dangerous, because you start to experience all different types of emotions because all the problems are different.
Yeah.
So then you, just in one massive barrage, it's just gonna be ba 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 ba. And now you're in a bigger mess because now you got too many things on your plate
to deal with.
And then what a guy would do is just like, oh, this is too much. Push it to the side. Whereas something comes straight away, deal with it straight away, get that over with, talk to who you need to talk to. Like, I don't really have, that's why, like, for me, I don't have a circle of friends. I feel like everybody has a circle of friends. There's nothing wrong with that. But for me, I've just made the entire world my circle of friends.
Hey,
like
that's pretty good.
My whole mindset has changed. It's just like, you know what? I don't know this guy, but I love this guy. It's just, but it just, for me, it just makes my life a whole lot easier.
Yeah.
I don't feel like there's any enemies like out
That's
to get
really
me.
cool,
I'm not out to get anybody.
Yeah.
And I just love that. Where a circle of friends, it's like something. Hey, did you hear what that guy? Da da da. And it's just like your own little thing.
Yeah.
But I think it's important too, in a way, to kind of have those select few people.
Yeah, I have a
that you
select
can
few.
rely on.
But I'm like you as well. Like everyone,
Yeah.
I love meeting everyone, friendly. You do good to others, others will do good unto you. You know.
I don't have like a. There's no like.
Do you have a
one-
go-to?
I don't. I don't have.
Not
a
even your
go-to.
siblings.
Not even my siblings. I don't have. Honestly,
So all his siblings.
I honestly
didn't make the cut.
I honestly have never had a best friend, like ever.
What?
One time I was like planning. I was doing a wedding plan thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, it came to the best man situation, and I said, I honestly don't know who would be the best man.
Your
Like,
brother? No.
Well, that would obviously be
Yeah.
the first choice, but I was like,
It
outside
made
of
you
like,
think, yeah.
outside of family, it's like, no best man.
Anyone want to be MVP's best friend?
Do I have to do like a poll or something? Or Facebook?
Oh, Dan, Paul. He actually do it. No. Who would want to be my best friend?
Just to see.
just to see.
And then crickets.
Oh, wow. True.
Yeah, but it's by choice though.
Of
it's
course,
by choice.
yeah.
It's like
You say you just don't want that to be codependent on a particular person, or you just
possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly. Like
Okay.
that could be it. I don't know. I honestly just
That's
don't know.
actually so weird. I've honestly never heard of that. So it's pretty cool.
I want a
Something
best
new
friend
to
though.
it. He wants a best
I
friend.
want a best friend. I want to
Okay.
know what it's like, man.
All right, guys, we're gonna be having interviews next week for best friend for MVP.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
that's
you should
crazy.
you should actually do that.
Yeah. Looking like you know how they have like the Bachelor and
Yeah.
all that stuff. We'll do one for like
The
MVP's
best friend.
yeah.
MVP's best friend, series 1.
MVF, most valuable friend. Who will it
I
be?
love that. Oh my gosh, that's pretty cool.
Last thing before I let you go.
Yeah.
What art or like which artists inspire you? Like growing up, who was it that kind of like how people connect to you and
Yeah.
your music? Who did you connect to that really inspired you to do what you're doing?
Yeah. When I was younger, it would obviously be only people I would be inspired by is people you know. That's that raw connection. Like you see them in their element making music and you know them as a person. Those are my siblings. So my older siblings, my older sister, Paulo, Tierney, David. But at this moment, like right now would be with no doubt my brother Chevy, Pity Hall. So this guy,
Yeah,
we're
he's
so
insane too.
close. Chevy, yeah, we're so close. It's like he's my soulmate, I would say. Like know each other inside out. When I see my brother creating music, it's like, it's unreal. It's like he was born for that. Like I see him, his brain switches. His pen game strong is so like well thought out and intricate.
Right.
Lyrics, you know how when you really want to portray a song
Yeah.
or write lyrics and raps, he makes words like sound and feel like you're in another planet. Like I can't explain it. I really look up to my younger brother. Yeah, when he creates music, it's all soul and passion. I felt like he was born to do it and he inspires me. So yeah, my brother, shout out to you.
Look at that.
Big head. he was made for it. Yeah, he
That's so dope,
learns
though.
everything himself, Google stuff. Like he never taught, and no one taught him. He just
Right.
self-made. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's my inspiration. My brother.
What advice would you give to? Because I know there's a lot of singers out there
Yeah.
who are scared to come out. How would because you've done that, that's your journey, right? To where you are
Yeah.
now. You were that person before.
Yeah, 100%.
What would you say to her or him, or her?
Him, shim.
Yeah.
My advice is figure out your why. Your why. Why are you doing music? What for? And what song when you're going to release it? Let me rephrase it again. Okay, here's the answer.
Gotta take away 1 point for the quotes.
I know, damn it. Okay. So my advice, this is a lot of pressure because I'm giving advice. My advice for any artists who are hesitant to come out would be to know your whys, why you want to do it, what you want to portray as an artist, and to know yourself. You really got to know yourself to put yourself
that.
out there. Yeah. Don't be afraid, man. The world, you only have one life, so, you know, and at the end of the day, you have your loved ones, your friends, and they'll be there to support you and uplift you. And that's something that you should be looking forward to your real ones and your loved ones supporting you. Okay, that's it.
All right.
Sick of these
There
quotes.
you go. The quote queen over here.
Queen.
No, I appreciate you taking the time to come on.
Thanks. First timer.
Yeah.
I
Well.
appreciate.
Appreciate.
What a fob. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we'll do another one like events later on
Yeah.
down the track. We'll
He wasted his petrol to pick me up, so I
Yeah.
appreciate you. Petrol ain't cheap.
That's what I do. The whole world is
Loyal.
my friend.
Loyal.
But yeah, thanks for coming on.
No worries.
Look forward to seeing what you do next. Whenever it is you're planning on on making new music, and we're supporting you 100%. All right. If she drops a video and it goes on Poly Rappers, I'm gonna be monitoring all these comments.
Keep up to date with all these videos, man. We have so much in store for you, especially this guy.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. And if he's, drop any comments for what he can improve on.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
English,
open
correct
to that.
game. No, I'm kidding. Best friends? Any best friends?
Oh yeah.
Oh my